This is only one Kenobi, only one, and I'm going through the vintage collection all the way from the beginning up to 115 and maybe beyond, but we're up to episode 10 now, and it is for LOM, and we're going to have a bit of fun with this now because I've done 10 episodes of this now, and this is the second time of 10 that I don't have the figure loose to show you. I do have a consolation for that, which if you stay tuned, I'll show you what I've got to show you, but it's funny, I just thought to myself, well, I'm coming up to 500 subscribers very soon, and I'm thinking about making this a little game. If anyone can guess, I'd be interested to know, I don't even know the answer yet, but how much of this entire vintage collection do I have loose and just carded like this one. I don't have it loose. And if anyone can guess that, maybe we can make it a little prize, but I have to hit 500 subscribers first, and then we can talk more about that. So anyway, this is for LOM. And I don't have him loose, but I can tell, and I'm going to zoom in right now, that it's a great figure. It's on the classic Empire Strikes Back card. It is, just like Fett and Vader and a few others, and the Leia Hoth, for example, an exact reissue of how the card was in the 1980s. Thankfully for me, this has the Boba Fett sticker on it. And if we can just get a closer look now at the figure, I wished I had it loose. I wished I had it loose because it would go nicely with my Dengar, I've got a Bosk and IG-88 loose, and my Fett, of course, but yeah, he's no exception. So the consolation I have is that I have the VC10, which 4LOM and Zuckuss came out in a special tribute set, which was just before the vintage collection started, actually. And you can see this is a foil card. It was a commemorative pack to commemorate the mistake that Kenner made years ago by calling this guy Zuckuss, because it's 4LOM, and they called 4LOM Zuckuss. And the figure inside is very similar to this one, the one I just showed you before, except the only difference is that this guy has very little weathering on it, so it's a bit more bland, whereas this one is almost a revision. They've improved it. So, sorry about the shadows, it's just the way I've got my lighting here. There you go. Trying to rescue it now for you. So that's what I have as my consolation for you. I'm going to put them both together now just to show you at the end. That's better. That's better. Why did I lie them flat? You can see it much better like that. There is the Zuckuss VC10, and let's go back to this guy. This is the 4LOM that came out in the vintage collection, which, as you can see, with that kind of bronzing there, kind of like rusting or weathering there, that's what they provided you for VC10. And yeah, great, fantastic. So there is another figure and card back there. Let me know what your thoughts are on that little guessing game of how many figures I have in total loose and how many I have just carded. That might make an interesting game indeed. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only one. Out.